amount for say Sanka Kennedy Tiasie and Uncle Dr. Bawumia and MPP for K sure bet. What is answer now? For where just a prelim we got the prelims, where just a comment. What is answer there?
Oh, and it will be Sanka Dr. Bawumia has on Tiasie. Na konsan kwana that time as Kennedy device even to say Kenya the other way around. I mean I think we but I think say maybe ane the o man here no maybe ane the parties will be here na manage to me. But say social minor problems pa then your my FM dia and your honorable Kennedy and the minor issue friend no ye ko mili na ya fefa so jamem bebre na as a Ghana no kra ne mo hyedodo na ye hia be ma akodrufo nimdiefo a odaboko tesekufo no be stabilize o man no na ma investor confidence ehun say o man no emunye hyehyehye bi menye so jaban piem ye cool calm level headed president to say o man panyine kufo a obetimi ya den edi ya so amaye you feel no cry no even an ekufa no cry no ba am for say debi na ni so hye e be say that time no na ye yen hye dem free military era no wa am for adwum papa ti ekofa candidate ekofa president efe na sumdue hine aye ye papa a onya no baby call Mills in e bi di ade e free ho cry san call president Mahama ena ye ba obi ti say president Akufo-Addo na sisi no emme aga na yere mu no ye hia ene diamanfo frey nyoma mienu obi a bitime bi ndwuma amamanfo aye eja nyame ehira eja yetimi ba mafidi yesu be kasa ibinya ene ade nti aye tinsem ya na ye danfo bebre wo ho a bi a nyame adom ya yetimi nya akonya enti no e wo mugin se yesu ibe yini mamanfo na ye ka ekobi na bibia ni a yesu bitima kama se edwuma bi ana bibia omso atibi no omso anya bia ye ti tatin se omo me no university in Chey just 2017 na now for people no mu university as of now be no ho munya edwuma anya obi okra wanya edwuma bi a se bi o anya sustainable job yet say easy for a registration penupe tourists wa kwa ebi bi a any degree yes a degree in fact Ghana how pay be no my masters be no anya say bia bibi wo hopoti ya into opiso kusua o wa bi school ko ni bibi ye tene no nko school ni bi nka ho
na unya hwie na asa
say bibi o bi say bi o school ni bi ka ho a e be increase the chances afi wo say do e bi ka afi do sa school ni bi ka na ko pay you ko so kra no qualification o bro so master bo say o kra masters o ye 1005 enti say Ghana no ye hia obi a obetime bi ndwuma ama amanfo anya bia ye na say hwe politicians o Ghana ha bi na obi ene ho a
sure bet for the
honorable Kennedy
ebinu wo ka say owura Kennedy Agyapong president for yeda yentimi na isanse temperament any issue and so anka we hear a very calm leader and among the reasons in tia na focusing compare Dr. Bawumia as his boss ntina nko no vice president ko more action no but a drew baby there should be a higher authority k dia nanka no stop no kakra nyesa na the fana yi ni manwa dakroba akokra ni bit ma so beka is na de okronim kra se de mutie nte na obi ampie these are things concerns are what the ordinary Ghanaian bia may have a soft spot about here but he raises that Kennedy but he raises that doubt what will you say to convince that person?
That's it. Honorable Kennedy, yes, so you'll be
so but on for the purposes of this question, some of these things are not questions that are made up. If you agree with me, what's that?
Oh, when did we be? I'm for concern Kesepa. Intention is Yanya Akunya say na essay address. Now I don't know so I'm for concern with Breno. And so be something I'm for supposed to be the president. Oh, and sometimes Anna would you cry until I say. I didn't know maybe much say, hey, papa, the near day. By Bema, if you be the president, sometimes the near day, no, and maybe a bebroso. If you so Julian Hua, or Moon say, see, no, go my ledruno. You hear baby second Japan, and your match achedo. Your ma achedo. Mikai is also Bekaya. Yeah, inauguration of President Mahama. Africa head of state 23 na ba krom ha and inauguration no the Ghana for bonus super board can say a bonus so or buy on man fans pa
bonus pa
yes President Traore
yes
from Burkina Faso so je aban adentia if we say na say the nyoma bia si achia na sebe na bi empanyefo ntimi gina ho entini ni ye no na ma ade ehu ti say kramafo bi kra ya akofi soja ban so won feel say soja ban dey sebe yo nkan kwase ase mi ni nyoma bi ho ankomo tolerate ti ya ebim ka chese wo menim say Kennedy dey sebe soja ban excesses of human rights abuses no nye soja ni nti endru ho but nyoma bi wo so na on tolerate manisi na eno yeso ya de a se memu sa se Ghana fo no ye hwehwe ase sebe yo de bi e ka
you say ni temperament will be an advantage more than a disadvantage in this race.
Oh yes.
All right, Mate.
So yeah, Ghana for no say ya so no me bebre ahwe. But you say enshedam boy say the be betimi ye dru no.
Okay.
Ye be presidential material be gentle be a cool calm in a certain way. But if you say no see a resource.
But what he said here some of the critics of Kennedy Agyapong Eka, and I'm talking on the back of taking Ken as a president and taking him to the presidency. They say that Ken has had too many, and one too many frictions with a lot of people. Bema na mamuno ebedin sanse wa offendi a lot of people and Drew baby kura no bad days obenyamwa as in a president, and you likely said at a point in time before by the calmness and he said your TNT crime more unya from the outside world ne he said the number for recommendations I free kruma for the command croffonti am I a debt in being epic exchanges people say Honorable Ken in the 2029 eventually if he becomes president unya sa what do you say to these critics?
I think the first thing I'll say is Kennedy, even as a private businessman, say utimi kwa bontin out of the country, private businessman, eku is kabe ejuma. Utimi be enjuma 8,000 e mama fonye bi. Utimi bring it together politicians. You see sometimes they say
no, but wait there. Wow party for no in their campaign run up to no voice ni bi wo in run up to meeting your delegates electoral. A party person, a former minister, was bold to say, Ken said the one in Crawford bring and to quanti yam one free and Crawford, seven minutes to bed. I'm almost in him saying, Unkwana, obey yam one.
I'm say, Anna, just sensationalism, and say me a man for I say will be.
In the delegate
party him, yeah, problem, Kessia Ben Pan, aber party, ma, ye pa man for solve ya now, now, Canadian count.
Okay.
My example, for me now, time for me now, second vice speaker of parliament, second deputy speaker of parliament, Esiama, time I call two election year, party no so called for opposing, Tina, Kayan Fania should create free parliament, because free parliament, and also call in here, and my heading, Honorable Kennedy, then call her, a cause of a problem. Time be also be independent. Basa BSc, ye payment form or map frame penny form yes in Konya. As of a problem, I deal or party in Bia, a Honorable Kennedy. It is a can't say if you name party name, obit me yamboa, I come out for Abuma, Honorable Kennedy. She, I'm a man for Casabia Kennedy wants me in party anymore. Now, here my example, MPP. So, we can 2020, 6.7 million votes.
Yeah.
You could hear no. Or more 7 against on meeting me, cast on my party. And you have no kind of my party name chair. Alan Cotte, a frafrantui. Emma, a cotuaba. Now MPP 6.7 million votes now. In fact, not easy as a registration in public bracket one gaining saying, I share crown there. Can't we maintain it? 6.7. A sit to bar 4.6. 4.6 no. Any panama to a party for an years on both. Why now? All feel say. You can find bench now home because I already you are regime we be trading it. And you know Kennedy why not say your coalition na yɛmfa sɛ bi afafrantɔfoɔ ate ɔmo small parties wɔ hɔ na ɛmu ayɛ den because yɛnka ho sɛ 2028 no yɛka no kora kyerɛ ho a ɛyɛ ndc foɔ aba na ɛdeɛ ne ɛdi nkɔgye afiri ɔmo nsɛm ɛfiri sɛ sɛ ɔhwɛ sɛdeɛ First Republic yɛabakɔ community a ka party biara yɛma no 8 years even Mills Mahama koraa no party na aka sɛ de nya 8 years Mahama ne antoa no so ama no anyɛ 12 nti nka 2020 deɛ nka yɛhwɛ mpa da nka ndc foɔ kɔ na ɛsɛ nka yɛsɛ nka ɔmo san akɔgye but yɛsi yɛkɔ akɔgye yɛdeɛ ne yɛdi na ɛkɔ akɔgye wodeɛ ne yɛdi na ɛkɔgye a kwasi bɛsɛ yɛmfa kyɛngelenge na ɛkɔ yɛde bɛrima na ɛkɔ na yɛde bɛrima so a obɛtumi aka abom sɛ election denden sɛ yɛakɔra bi kora akɔ runoff a na ebi a small parties no say kwesi prat mo odi bi talking about socialist parties near anyhow si pick Kennedy as because Kennedy is extending his a hand towards them now even ya party for kakra akoti omo kra ya afafranto yi any a new united party say mo ya dey na ye pe kakra abeka ye ho a Kennedy say na wo ya tesimo why na e be easier so obetima twema ba. All right.
Minko Minia El Mikel. Now me in a commentary on that. I'm doing this show with him this evening. Madika Akasa is a man of many parts. Ora Miguel, so many Utie Unia Amwa. He's giving in fact reasons, top 3. And why Kennedy is not paying Bawumia to save the party strength and then he's giving reasons why he feel like Kennedy should be the flag bearer. Wakan his critics say temperament, or say it will work even as an advantage for them. Wakan his relation with people and how people feel like he's offended too many, especially Asofo Abe Kasafa and last time he heard a Asofo Nigeria speak very bitterly of Ken. But Wakasa no in terms of conflict resolutions, this and the party in Mankazana. Obi among for how be brain no normal but give your thoughts on this enough.
I think there was any akunya de mama say membetsna afide so em say lawyer kasa be brain pa na on say we are say de ade ba kwa me hu Ghana politics on say sebi be brain kan kre what you say enam say kakra be nya dinti. But me, Ghana, I was born and bred here. Na Kennedy Chrome na me free. Me masifa free as in for soup. And Tieba Kennedy, I mean, nim bia ha. But you're a very good man. Na yeka industrialization or you be a wet me be nyuma be briama Ghana for enyabiaye. I was we asimo obia on a temperament, obia on a good side and a bad side. What I say. So in as much as say ebia or no or cast more no nyadwe no interest ebio in paboni. What I say, or no oye plain sad. That is what I know about him. But saying kind of crepa semia metiezes of war. The man is a good man and I believe say the Intina Ghana for be to coin co abro chire ko pay juma ya ni ade because of juma in India. And I think say if I'm not wrong and I'm right, he made a statement in one of his videos I watched say most of you enemy are say be free mo ewa ko ya mo ko pay juma ye. Most of them are mo ko e be wood ya form that omo e be form ya form that. And that is the truth. What you say I me ya say be obi ko pay juma ye na so say tueska. You need to buy form before you can be enrolled in the military or something. They say country radio we are back. And you know, said what kind of about industrialization there. I think that is what the country need. But sometimes due to Ghanaian politics, we be our bay idea me fan say bit me abua or man yes still senior Ubi be dintini de kakrabe ko be botumintino they will actually vote against you. Now say na o kan metie any party no one party for ni be penasem because of asem na ye obeka se yonko kase bi ye politics on to nchen o bi o ye plain asem no de da no de ato I say or a man of no nonsense or your justice. That is what I see about him. And you know, in a nutshell, no, Obia on a bad, no, Obia on a good. Yeah.
Okay. So for you think, say, in a nutshell, no, Obia on it, but he has his weakness, but he's a fine man.
Yeah.
Okay, but that's it. Okay. Rockaby, Mami, miss out our question way. What would be different from the presidency of Ken from the presidency of Akufo-Addo that we saw? I know this question is quite tricky, but the next MPP, if we are given an opportunity, then so we are a party for delegates vote team.
Okay. I'm saying president be a bar or Neni Daso and then the opposite focus on. Na say Obisha Obo. Me a mene ote hey. Say Obisha Obo newa minu na oshe. Oshe oni pakrona washe bono. Ne credibility. And say a bona washe na so na ability to perform. Na wasa ashe. Sabo krona or so beshe ono. E ade a weni je ho ansa na bia wetu edetri. E bia me amiti hey. Say me catch us $100 million.
Yeah.
Now share me a bank account in idea. Me I will say $100 million then ka when you be ho baby a me no mint me enya sa 100 ne ma. E bia also for or hey e bia also for catch us be ma 500,000 cedis ah. Na bia onim say the capacity wo ho a. One now say gini say 500 de me ma wa.
Smartphone update.
Eja me 100 million no. Even though me promise no cry best one chain dey no we believe in the credibility na me person me che say me ka we na chi say honorable Kennedy oyo bi a osi ade a weden oyo honorable Kennedy obey man panyina ne da so hunu pa ne say bibi njuma na njuma no ye nkoye no se de ye koya ma ejebi mu ade ba ko a as your previous governments, we a lot of times abayan you want to say, no, especially party for say be here ko fire ko here juma ye musa certificates. Ye ko delegates ye ko show mo ye musa say masters for ntina ha na mo amku school mo ntina ha. And so do adwuma dia yes mo amku school nko. If you say your system no has been programmed say e abayan juma nko na president and on mine no yetimi bie.
Okay.
Na Kennedy ni da so hunu no any MPP ankasa as a party your ideology ni da so hunu no say MPP no if it be property owning democracy and private sector led job creation and say aban bit me den aboa ankran for amomit me bi enjuma now make us see how you say if say Kennedy no or obi a say e ba say the ankran e bi adwuma afa amanfo atrim ama bia manya bia ya ono te ase ono nko akwa create be 8,000 jobs.
Yeah.
Enti say aban
but what is say one for be say 8,000 jobs na bi enyuma na bi wen.
O meet my training in them. Me meet my na training in them. But I don't want to do my train of thought after this. Okay. Make sure the companies and then the companies I employ. In a real estate portfolio I employ about 1,000 people. But I'll get there.
Okay.
So ono nko ano we to make create about 8,000 jobs as an individual. Now,
what you fan for 8,000?
Yes.
That's what creating 8. Okay, yes, this is the same.
Yes, we fan for. And look at direct, indirect, quite be. So, we human into your factory be now. Factory be food factory. Farmers are more so a form laborers. Now, now, and so no, a buying uncle money at the end. A buying support, yes, a cohono crano, and said uncle. But obi ono no what industry na say what industrialization say because no we live to the problems a woman da into obana o kase obrawa e bia no 8,000 we create no what we create such a system how be how bet me dey 30,000.
Okay.
If it's on problems a woman any kwan aban fa so boawa e be yi.
Okay.
Inti honorable nani da so huni pa de bia o kase Asia miracle no kwaya Asia for ne Asia for adopt ya e fa so mom ye den it me grow ye and say aban be hwe individual Samsung ni all companies abaye Hyundai ni ade abaye multilateral companies ni na no this was the system say aban be kirew say bia okay wo company a wo ni e bia wo expertise e bia fa sama baha me say we good on the set me say me bua ma create radio station but me say bia wo lack ni say e bia wo ni producer
okay
aban be ma wo ska ebia training producers
okay
aban be bra equipment ye be no mess ye bo nyine ye be boa ya ma target ebia ha no revenue no ye be ma accountant obi tufo ebia revenue eso nya ba no eso nya 200,000
okay
when you 200,000 or the 100,000 abrabai what for there for the space of 5 years
private sector
yes
to create more jobs
the space of 5 years say the man want to yeah ya jefu sem dia mo be fufuro if the year fan be hwe say ye ba be ma ona wakoye ne say ono am ken zulu nso ka say wan hwe say obeje
say me yini Japan ama uncommon acting for say bi kan wan kasa the presidency under Ken will not bring idea friend nepotism in terms of any say more discriminating of the job opportunities will favor or work school because I don't think you need a first degree to work at a toilet roll factory or a water bottling company or a bread baking company to be packing and now say production you need a first degree or a diploma to do that until you have assured us of that. Then number 2, equipping the private sector say and they say Grabby what to be or in San Wajuma be an aso nimdie bi obibi nwa ban na nkasa be so nasene aboa no startup capital no nipa no or ye adwuma no a watimi anya bibi obono so betimi dia afa nu
como ça été pressé de ma o ti message na say
so kana di o tie so o dire to ni therapy what you say that is a miensani a it will be different from what we saw in the previous MPP administration sa niema we ye hu
yes
okay but
na o say o side aban no e ben nipa a ben amanfo
so governance will be close to the people and I said John Mahama here pass say say the opening his excellency Nama Ubia he's close to the people and now you kuma say no I say I want
and no here but you per se and yes institutions nanka say wa ba mu no e say e ben amanfo you to oyo takrade e wo western region and so say upepin cry regulation bibia in the oil sector yes or bank
that's right mate
or say regions piano e be hwe region no ene ne o me wo ho na ministries na choki akra ha bebre no ya relocate bi abankron
okay and so there's a decentralization of the various
ministries and agencies
we can have under a president Kennedy Agyapong no we can have the Ministry of Food and Agriculture be probably started at Techino
Northern region or say Tamale
and maybe we have the interior started maybe at Cape Coast
Cape Coast also Ministry of Education
okay
Ashanti region Lands and Natural Resources Oko Volta region Ministry of Tourism so ministries like Foreign Affairs Attorney General Finance may still have to be in Accra
okay
but maybe I say would call mandate one you be jam ma wo Accra na bibia no cry so bank crying
me mesamba ho
okay
na issues kakra about we no nyina anymore the campaign trolling some kakra 1 or 2 bin so ya tfio but me nko papa also na ono so me ni nkomo kakra but you've heard that there are many prophets who have prophesied in terms of these times the entity through kra me do ba sa nkomo imu yese in the run up to 31st January elections here MPP ebekoi there's a prophet what jinamwa simply say Agyapong be winning Bernard
Prophetic
Bernard
or can emphatic but they have been opposing prophecies I mean can say and there are different prophecies and I ask myself say sanima we no so I and so free okay
so the prophetic ministry no God is not a God of confusion number 1 na sending nyame kasa kire wo no different from sending nyame kasa kire me it is the same God but esuno kwan a obi a fa so otenya me me bacho what you say it no prophets no akase your friend is saying
but apart from the psychological effects say ebia obi a sofo El Bernard eba and now a sofo El Miguel ba into what is a sofo case papointi let me just I'm a delicate let me just because my prophet have said let me apart from that so Jesus and the sofo na ken to okoto abama nipa these prophecies and these things does it work on elections?
It does because
really?
Yes, because every prophet I believe every prophet have influence over his members about what the Americans here and so obi sorry maybe our MPP and NDC but ebia who say the prophet no ashem koma be the ministry out on the line no members me be say bia maybe a more prophet in commission maybe a physically no more be say bemo no with the respect they have for the man of God and how they love the man of God no a bit miama a soreness jina say send ye be ya ma yedi for in commission and tom vow no. And yes, any pay was already them and say if we are 20,000, we are all or we are 10,000, we are all going to vote for what our prophet is talking about. And but what you are saying, influence or that is a physical aspect. Okay. It does.
Okay, that is idea about Kwana me person me otifri o mami. Now we say, but what they say on this MPP?
MPP say my shem come 2018. Me odi for say a banner. Political and commercial in family home shame. What you say? 2018 na me John Domelo commercial Obabe be a member of parliament. 2018 the records is there. Sending a message on Facebook and everything. And indeed,
and then even though the 2020 the
yes. And I miss Hashem commercial Kofuado. That was last 2-3 years or so. Yes, and also nyame mobile. But me knew be a medemi hon political and commercial money because of my spiritual background. I mean free, but not western as an American. Can you be naturally me penasem because number one or ye plain. Number two or you be as a or journey mebono e create spiritually with where I stand, right? With where I stand, me sure the no prophetically na me monitor the na me hunu say yet to abana ebeba say ken it lead. But the ebe hu say resource na beba na declare say Dr. Bawumia have become the flag bearer to the MPP. That is what I was monitoring the spirit. Ebe hu say ade na fa intino o hwa ade na kutaken. But the people board the never no na
if there's anything to go by say
more spiritual work to do
but crutching normally I know say we say a crutch for be breed and my am fa uti bi say na especially the komamo and the komamo nyina wakoye boa former Papa Kenny
say Christopher
okay
na him say Yakupon so e fa na D4 so e kasa ade anokre ni e ya men ka ho ase bebre obedwe me fi say ehun nim de no na ehun
because for you who has for over a year now devoted your time apart from what you are here as a lecturer o friend and o friend awie most of the media outlets mo greater crowd wa ko nyina and is now what to say adwuma wa ye nyina no e fa bi so be yo bregu amawa
so say no keni so no e bi so kan enso ye nkran say it say can be a so prophets be kan prophets be say like obi say prophet Bernard me I've experienced him I've experienced him in semwa wa kan ebem e na an say prophets wa so sometimes wo de unim no ene bo ha ogidi it's someone like Bernard I have experienced him to kind name crying shit but said o si ken so no and no ye dey spiritual empire na ese ebo
mami nyi ehun wa mo papa enti abane say bibi wo ho a mo na mo ka no wa bia mo use say akwankyere bibi wo ho a esem ya na
say o say on say we are sim ye nye ne honam ne moja na enya we are dealing with both spiritual and physical. What you say?
I can say na me producer e ka guma sum say e say mbisa question say bibi wa e so mo ya na me ka ye ya
I say o can camp
producer we
it's no all say we are say
no ayi ma bi ba pedi bi aro ya juma o pizza na obubo MPP for abasori so ye ya no so NDC for na nya 230 na ye nya 1000 okay
it's no all say we are saying both spiritual and physical. What you say? So in as much as no matter how your friend is saying science who names any convincing God to vote for people, you know, there is also spiritual aspect of the politics. What you are saying, you cannot not only look at the physical aspect, but you also look at the spiritual aspect. And you know, me monitor the as a prophet, you know, me when say Kennedy kuta ade ni na ase vote no lead but at the end of the day ni ebebo aba na mehunu se Bawumia na wini as a flag bar nti no say
adwuma bi wo ha
spiritually no e wo se omo ye bibi what you say
en munyam na e wo ho na
embra nya sa e obia pre physical and spiritual so obaba yes
embra krom kakra the next part of the show ni nsema ekoso e wo krom kakra na ma mimi say this recruitment here in the military and in the police and in the, I said all can in your conversation now because honorable can crack I say forms need be much ado about but the NDC promised I said they would do an open recruitment system to I mean just say free so apart from say we so for minimum say we need the current affairs and I said you also so we need the so political science we see kakra said the first year recruitment will come high ne kwanso ano no
enya ne kwanso ano me share video no ne me share sene abusuani suna
e koso fa nipa ukroma
ahomete
colonial mentality adwin no
region bia na nke bia wa Ashanti region na yamama report eno kro etwem ene computer
no mo ye ne say yo but ebu ha wato form no bi wa Ashanti wato bi just to double or give him his chance.
And he said, "And a computer, yeah, we are in the computer web. Tinkenuana say, oh, bo, your menina, ebia was scanning now saying you need the people to pile up like that. What you say? The upon always carry your mood, your money to me and coming up with an idea. Say, any panning to me, me pile up now we in Congo. See, as if him now me crochet, yeah, you see, your comma family be a friend say. No, Skebi almost it doesn't speak well. What you say, you know, some mistake in it. They shouldn't let it happen again, because ASFM say wakra umame say oko element abana yedu funu ne bebefi ASFM na yeshe busuana sase mo nya to mo yeshe mo yemo yako
for those who don't know me, I have experienced this firsthand. After in 2010 I went for enlistment. I wanted to join the Ghana Police Service. That's in 2010. Now, Kufudua. The Ghana Police Service, Abbas. I didn't know ACP Abbas. One of the supervisor that we could. Said they called Bob Piso and he managed eventually.
In Yakobida, I am
fire. Your recruitment into our security agencies is a restaurant before for better sana.
No, I think that's a number of basis. The say the nipa baby be go wiem na say in the name of body selection. And then I think say I mean say there okay in this time no Maybe a hospital selection, maybe a hospital crime. You report to a few government institutions. More criteria.
Selected be a government institution across the region. Just go and take your sample.
Now we are signing off and come then you upload on the portal. You know, something like that. And say probably go him now the more corner more ba. Last year. Na line no we the man could because na line free work. It drew 37. Peku kwa ho saa Ghana House Jawa ni so yeke edwuma obia pa edwuma. Just what is edwuma bi wo ha ba bia che say okọ enenenenene na so yeka say ye say bi soja no.
Ye do mu na was next week say.
Say because o mind 8 different locations.
Mumi anwene ho. Say me de madwen mu ni. Correct me if I'm wrong. Say say nipa wu ansa na obi adwene ho say and whoever sanctioned that type of recruitment here gather nipa nyina whatever egusu to office
the problem as a nation is say sa sa na ye no inti say I didn't enyam buye achia kwa enyam buye ye hu say I didn't share with you anything no dey 20 years ago sa na ye no 5 years ago sa na ye no
me dwe ho am nti ase minua no. And correct me, said the make say, be an me thinking aloud to be a pay my exposure. But me, you say, nay, you know, to say, offices now you use your team war and cry any Kumasi ni regional capitals ni baby yeah adwuma won ye nyina gye to say you free desktop computers you use laptops ye nyina gye to say ne you use iPhones ni obia pani bia pe a modern gadget here. Why don't we say the now suffer can say we have to look for a more modern way of doing things, because in the 21st century no mind to say Ghana and friendly pa ne aje compulsory to
ultimate Ghana
as sanctions say air work. Yes, because a ben we have minimum
military facility.
What Ghana ultimately apply military
UK. What happened to the Independence Square? Say if and you see what the me yakran is one I'm sending text messages the man go for you, and so you can't tell me say you didn't know the number. Say there are numbers no ebu farmers.
Knew
the number. And more Amazon Conference on report on past 6:30. So who was supposed to open the main airwork our big year? Sakamu be year. And yet gates now na more selection. Anybody ni bum na mo do mat na pack. And that is now Obia resign wadi we Obia mechanic
one person negligent am ni pay we say. No mo da so office.
IGP Dampai. When you say na e bi we no there were issues. No one am from Peno. But look at the time or military recruit or police recruit.
Yes.
How organized. Am for ba boss Obia tete ho kama Obia ba Obia wo bude.
And you see that man had a modern way of doing this. Police headquarters, I said, but you crew is soon many person. Even though at last minute said they were kind people are, but generally who are assessing on the scale of 10 to 1 to 10. I think he had 7, which is a pass mark for me.
Or more.
7 or more in terms of said your year in administration,
the police administration, police
recruitment, discipline, enforcement of the law, even say ECC facilities. You know, most for the first time, we be chrome class in police for that over 70 to 60 years of police call you know as now war cry if I've been to a police station with that. But I mean some of more and that means most of the police that is what we are looking for, and as at now Bianca in farm enti wadaruma ura kende ni nyina ukwa amanente se inyame na dum na niema sesana so anya kura na se obi biaron fa mo ano who can stay when he loses the do you know have you spoken to him on that why the boy for
Kennedy say one why be that last election Olusuye or now ordering in better Dr. Bawumia. In fact, of visiting 100 constituencies at least, and they are non constituency or constituency.
What to say is this our term, no? Or Castle Boca, the Mumpebi man, and yes,
I make handsome. Say constituency be or coy or my parliamentary candidate or 100,000 Ghana cedis, and not quite 10 million cedis. So this was the 100 constituencies of the city. At a point, not Dr. Michael Poku Prempe, and a number or 50, 100 honorable crash street lights. So our street lights no kind that specific one specification. Now I can cost 4,500. Our chairman parliamentary candidates or chairman or crown fruits. Or chairman amount for one chairman amount for a mal product or no crown your container be more good warehouse or the amount for the election. Or no baby obedru na or no original platform so ekasai into on there wa say lusu ye no kra no eyi na kumem ebo a party no nti enye new thing wa no
okay so me go na zain what it yeah krumwa city ni sani na mampani be kan say is it grade niema to year to the sense say baby na okwa na you're charging in dollars any we are now quite nice it's a prime areas be one cry ukonanka ukotadi or ana uko people say charge you in dollars but I say everybody is quoting in cedis cedi stabilization in come also so can we cry na fe sorry
my thing say
we say the croy mu ko say ya who saying
well
is where the 60
and your master sabaden share dance sansa
okay
what I say say and the grammatically as to full and that's what if I stand to be corrected but I say a tikrom hana men fan say ubeko baby na e charge $.
Yes.
I mean, we import for crown still no one can say NDC buy say but yes, so as a mean politics, so I don't want to go deeper with that. But I mean, average is an American, you know, we are living average, you know, living. A dime born, they won't cry. Any, but I mean, your bumpire is a baby.
Could be more brutal before feeling the power. Frank, Frank Kwame Jenfi say, I'm watching you live from Odotobri. Na Odotobri constituency is for Ken. My regards to Kobi Amwa. He has a future. Do you have a future of contesting for any parliamentary seat?
I'm one pay.
When the fundamentals are so when the future is bright, the parliamentary cities are short.
Nyame the vibrant young guys, John Domelo saying our future.
One last thing, make I did back when I so power party may ratio proxy voting.
Okay.
Say I'm the party parliamentary election committee got 9 decided it's a proxy in a day.
Okay.
I think say in relation to how our proxy and amount for manipulating na me who say
proxy needs to be about
because we mean to me vote aha na idea any say me who say nkufo bi so hye a petition akoso no proxy na number so Mr. party for idea I didn't see a penema ne baso ye said party no no e say make sure say yanko fa ade bia de basabayeba anase bi mu bia bo bi na adwini mpokase area no if it's a proxy no they are you be from past experience e hu say e bia me enyina ti hei e bia me bra no e bia akwa na hweme o say mentuma Bawumia me se me de me peken afi ya o so bra mate say that means me wanu si boni afi no ngina ho no say apɛ me ngina ntu ye na say what dia trauma osofo say wo yare nti na ye fa prison me osofo nkoto osofo de me ngini di sanya man ye hwe ni especially say election say as baby you baby o kon baby how ba na say bugi na buvi audio wenye bi etia you can say one amount for say if you are not his northern brother just obi antuma na northern brother nti ho no one amount for to imagine say bio see the year one amount for say antuma na wo kronim na efili say wo yenchi undi a you beat me akohunu na ajo proxy amade agini di so nkoto abama no na party no say no baby jo na tro kakra nti yenhwe ne ye na yankwaje nyoma bi antumu a Emma manfo ntintin omumu say the election process no e wotie saa ne ma no na emfa nkabo mu mba ti epenkabo mu ne epese obi akoma dan yem say e free and fair election ade a say nyina aye so original baby original bia the sport ni bia saa proxy asemi na enja obi a wa betima ba no beto so wontimi mba na bia amone no for na say bia ti party ka say college development fee maybe as a candidate in our come who be the kaka so in the bomb tickets ba no ho abeto na ba yenye ne sa na bianco so ye
but I say I think before I come to your final question your point is well made apart from say our candidate so am near my ham kakra so dey atudwa
but I think finally no better must say MPP4 is will be who say honorable Kennedy ne wait magic to me amaye and on the idea here pa say wait magic to me into delegates won share any nyam na mo for honorable Kennedy bra obeji to me amaye prophets wa share no spiritual but ye dey be can say ya tete bebre afi prophets ni bebre ho bo mo kosombo aye say obi bi na won hu ni ya so no nim say yes yanko yi bibi kira yenim de su si ano prophets say wa ogidi say honorable Kennedy bi tell ma o man no etumpon akosi de si ye ne de yes or
onye Bible say we find in Japan ko ready fee because mo bo ma ho tofo one number for the person it won ko na onye na ejuma die so there's a passionate appeal senka aban bi obeba even aka president mama going for the confirm DNA test and health insurance like any something it can be accessible nanka a requirement nanka say we are no born here you know say machines need to be crab more nanka yentimi nye wo kroma pa lawyer amisha sorry
but was a pa was ba ka Kennedy who say we there obe kodo ya say lawyer we obe na horo say igala je die de mo bia o say
I don't know
I don't know
Kofi Amwa to Agyapong assures Ghanaians of composing when Kennedy becomes president.
Twisting on.
About was Kwawe. You are small radio, so Kennedy message. Paul do Michael Rebecca.
The mommy be sound and we produce a guy linking to one of the key members. I'll come campaign team, Mr. Kanye himself, and then let me be so dream.